Free time.
Do you guys have the link as well to the
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube? Yeah.
I have the questions here.
Yeah. Okay. We are live, by the way. I will send you the link. Hello, everybody. Just bear with us. Let me know if you can hear me as well. My new laptop died on me. I bought a nice, apparently a good one, but apparently it can't handle 3 people streaming. So
Is it the new one with the nano screen technology?
bear with us. No. What is this?
There's a new MacBook that doesn't have a glare in the sunlight.
Oh no, this one
Interesting.
definitely has a glare.
I can do that right
Without
now.
a doubt. Yeah. Anyway, I'll send you this link, and then you can chat to everybody. But make sure you mute it so it doesn't come through. Sound is good, awesome. Oh, then I'll play this. Beautiful. I think we are good to go. How's the voice for DeFi Chad and Sash, guys? Let me know, please.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me? I think everyone can hear me.
Loud and clear. Beautiful. Yes, sound is good. Hi, everyone. Nice haircut, by the way. Is that for me? I guess so. Forgot I had a haircut a while back. Bikey. Awesome. How's everybody going? What's been new? It's been a while, right? Oh.
Wow. I like to see everyone joining.
Can you see how many people join? I can't even see that on my screen.
You can see how many are watching.
Yeah, okay. Dope.
Where? Oh, 9. Hey, everyone.
Sweet. So, if you guys haven't noticed, we have 2 new guests with us today. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we can jump in. But yeah, pretty excited to have them with us. Definitely 2 people that we definitely need at the company. So very, very excited to introduce these guys. Hey Tony, Sash is okay. A bit of an echo for DeFi. It's not too bad. I thought hers was clear.
Yeah, is it better now, perhaps? It's a bit
Yours
windy
is
out
good.
here, but maybe we can... Yeah, nice.
He's just doing that for a dramatic effect. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm in the gym, obviously, pumping weights.
Yeah, exactly. I need to. It's been too long. Vasco, hello. Okay, sweet. All right, well, we may as well jump on in. It's going to be a bit of a different format today, hopefully a bit more casual. I didn't really prep anything, really, for the most part. So, yeah, we'll just see how we go. This might develop and evolve and improve over time, but it should be fun regardless, and there might be a little bit of chaos. But anyway, first, who would like to be introduced first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first, yeah.
Beautiful. So, yeah, Sash, I don't know if you want to do a quick intro for yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be joining Haiku as the business developer. I had a great few conversations with Callum before I joined Haiku. I was looking for a team that was focused and heads down, so I'm super excited to be part of it. We're in this huge growth period, and I get to help facilitate that. Yeah, a little fun fact about me: I speak 4 languages. I speak English, Russian, Spanish, and German all fluently, and I'm learning French right now. That's just a little fun fact. And I'm excited to be basically speaking to everyone in Barachain and beyond to dominate. eventually. But I like to stay humble as possible.
Well, it's good that you can speak those languages because then you can branch out in all of those countries as well, which is fantastic. But it would have been good if you said Japan because I just started learning Japanese, probably for like the 5th time in my life.
Wait, how come?
How
Is that why we're called Haiku?
long-term plans, right? Pretty much. Well, I plan to move over there. That's my next plan. So I'm currently in Thailand, and then I'll go to Japan. And push Haiku out there. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll stop in 2 weeks, but hopefully I'll keep it up.
I'll keep you accountable because I've been
Please
taking
do.
my French lessons.
Yeah,
It is a hard one with the alphabet, especially.
yes. Well, you can do like what is it? Similar to like Hangul for like Korea, where it's just like the English version of the words, but for Japanese.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just learning how to speak first. But
Makes sense.
yeah. So yeah, really excited about Sash as well. In Dubai, literally half the people I talked to knew of you, and they all said good things, which is fantastic. And they're all pretty, I don't know, well known people as well. A lot of the Bearer Chain core team from the foundation says some really nice things. So it's good that you are, that you know a good connection over that way. But yeah, very, very excited to have you on board.
Thank you.
No
On board.
worries. Yeah, they were requesting for you to come to the next conference. So I'll have to, yeah, we'll most likely make that happen. DeFi Chad, would you like to go up next?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I guess a bit of background on me, perhaps. I'm pretty involved in the crypto space for a long time. At Bitfinex, FNX, Diversify, RhinoFi, and a few other DAOs for a long time now, mostly on the market. And yeah, really bullish on AI trends going on at the minute. This is one of the most exciting. Like AI is changing. It's obviously going to change how we manage our own portfolios. And I think Haiku is positioned technologically and in terms of its narrative as a really strong contender in that space. So very excited to be a part of it, to put my experience and skills to use, and yeah, work with this pretty cool team.
Yeah, I noticed when we were doing the hiring process, you were one of the things that made you stand out was your understanding and I guess excitement for what is potential with Haiku. You fully understood, the capabilities of what we're trying to achieve and fully aligned with our core values. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, your mic was cutting out a little bit. I think you were saying something like we're the best team ever that you've worked with.
That's
Along
exactly
those
that. Yeah,
lines.
that's exactly what.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Thought so. Dope. All right. Well, I suppose we can jump into more of the product side now as well, because I'm sure you guys would like to learn what the latest is. I guess the most exciting thing I can share, because I really want to announce this. Well, not announcement of an announcement. No, but we will be launching the Haiku agent extremely soon. I won't say the exact date, but we will be onboarding people to sign up pretty much from and as well DeFi Chad. Maybe it'd be good if you muted yourself as well when the mic is a little bit of carry. Dope. Yeah, so it is going to be invite only. We just integrated account abstraction, so that will be live in about 2 days. So those on beta testing will be able to sign up through account abstraction. When that happens is you will get a referral code. And from that referral code, you can send that to all of your friends, your family, your partner, your not friends, anybody you want. And when they do volume, essentially, you'll get a bit of a bonus. So that's all I'll share on that side. DeFi Chad can dive into that a little bit more in a bit in terms of the marketing and this referral system we're going to do. But in the short version, yeah, essentially we will start onboarding people to access the agent from, I would say, at the end of the week. So not sure if I was allowed to say that, but at the end of the week, pretty much I'll be rewarding those of the core community. So that's you guys that joined today. The best way, I guess, would be opening up a ticket in Discord that you're here, and I'll add you to the list to be the first ones with the referral code. That is important because you will get, I guess, tangible rewards as well from this campaign. So it does definitely benefit for being first. In terms of how we are going to be onboarding people to try out the agent, so obviously sign up, you get your code, and then from that, we're going to be doing it in batches. So similar to what everybody else is doing these days. It's important because, one, we want to control, essentially we don't know what the limit is in terms of like traffic, right? So we want to make sure that we can scale up with the new users, make sure, if we get like 10,000 users day one, and then, there might be bugs that we are unaware of. So our game or our goal is to scale as quickly as possible. Those that sign up will essentially go into a pool, and then from that pool, you'll be selected to participate or access to the agent. Hopefully that's clear. I know I rambled on a little bit. Was that clear for you guys in here?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah? Fantastic. Quick look at the chat. Yeah, drop a like. Smash that like button. Can DeFi
Smash
mute
like-
and when... Yeah, okay. Friday. It could be earlier. It could be later. We work 7 days a week. But yeah, it's not going to be long. Just doing the final little changes, and then we'll be giving you guys access to that. So that's very, very exciting. I know everybody that I've shared it with so far has said nothing but good things. Yeah, it is another thing like with Dubai. Everybody was pretty much praising the product that has used it so far, which is really cool. That, we're making something that people want to use. So very, very excited for that. Otherwise, on the product side, design-wise, so we did a few updates. These ones are coming. So one, obviously, account abstraction. You can use your email address. I believe you can use WhatsApp, not from day one, but we'll be including that later on. And then in about 1 to 2 weeks, we'll come out with the sidebar for your positions in your wallet. So this one's interesting because you can essentially, well, one, it's a lot better than, clicking on your wallet and seeing what you have in your wallet. But two, you can actually interact with it. I think it's either a drop down or you click on it, and then you can choose what you want to do with the asset class. For example, you might have like an LP position in there. Click on that, and then you can be like, rebalance this to earn the higher yield with the same asset classes, for instance. So very, very cool stuff. Beta testers will essentially get that first. And I would say that's like, 1 to 2 weeks. So we'll just say 2 weeks with that one. Sash.
I was about to say, what about the what's it called? What about the platform improvements? Unless I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes, yes. So since last time, what have we done? We've done so much. It's hard to keep track. So one of the things, because we actually do so much, we're going to do, and this is still, we're working this out actually, but essentially like a pop-up. I know everybody loves pop-ups, right? But it would essentially display everything that we've done over like the last couple of weeks, whatever, and then the things that we're working on for the next couple of weeks. And that way you guys are fully up to speed with everything. And we pump out so much shit that I think it's important. So I honestly don't think people realize how much we upgrade this system. So we are designing the best way to do that. Hopefully it won't take too long. But what have we been doing? The AI side, we have just integrated Kodiak. So I think that went live like yesterday or something. But what that allows is 90% of the pools on BeraHub are now whitelisted. So you can essentially, through natural language, close your, sell all of your rewards into the highest earning BGT vaults or whatever else. I know this is something the Bera baddies were really interested in. A few of the Bera chain people were, as well as yield. So we have started implementing more LPs essentially, and then allowing you to prompt according to the yield performance. I know that for me is something I'll definitely use. Is there any examples, DeFi Chad, or is there any prompts that you think you'll be using? Oh yeah, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I think aiming for sort of non-simple ones, like swap my bearer on bearer chain for memes on base, multi sort of coin transactions that involve all of a simple intent. But we'll be producing a long list of examples in our docs and other materials for users to get and get a comprehensive list of all transactions, simple and complex, that they can do with a simple directed intent.
Yeah, definitely needed, because I think people don't realize how many primitives we cover and what you can actually do. Because you got like our competitors, and they can only swap, bridge, and some say they can lend, but when I try, it doesn't even work. So yeah, we'll make sure that is clear, especially heading into launch, of what you can actually do. It is likely that there'll be a little tutorial, essentially interactive, on the dApp, and that will help guide you through of what you can actually do as well. But yeah,
you can even open a cross-chain like delta neutral strategy. Like that usually would take like 5 different steps among different platforms. But you can literally just do it in one click. I mean, and especially me, given that I was a bit newer to crypto last year, I didn't know how to do anything. So now learning everything and not having to kind of jump between all the different steps, let's say to open a delta neutral strategy, it makes it a lot easier. It's actually crazy. I'm not even trying to sell our own product. Like I genuinely
You're glazing.
using it.
Yeah. But that's the magic of Haiku.
but yeah, I think I also, and yeah, try mute your chat as well, DeFi chat as well. It's cool because my default now, instead of like going to Jumper or wherever else, is literally, it has been for a couple of months actually, to go to us, because it's faster to bridge, it's faster to swap, it's funner, it's more efficient as well, the most efficient swaps on Berachain. And yeah, it's literally just one prompt. So obviously I've been in the industry for a long time. It's something that I want to use I'm sure, retail and everybody else and core users will want to be using that as well. So, and yeah, even the investors and stuff that I've been hearing, they've all said very positive things. So over the next month, I think we are going to get a lot of deserved attention. A lot of hard work went into this, but yeah, it's very, very exciting. Yeah, go on.
No, continue with your last thought. I didn't want to interrupt.
I was just gonna say, for the other improvements, yeah, so there was a bunch of other things. We improved the accuracy of the agents, massively expanded the token list on ETH, Base, and Berachain. So you should have literally every token that you want. Obviously, if we are missing, you can always there's like a little thumbs down button. You click that and then add the token that you want. And then we look at that every single week, and then we can add that in the next weekly batch. And I think the last thing was dynamic gas fees. So I know this sounds very, very exciting for everybody here, but it's actually really good for me. You're agreeing, Snowy? I think, yeah. So I think, well, currently how it works, right, is it's currently set at like 0.3% or whatever for the slippage. And we can make it more optimized, which allows more savings for you guys. So essentially, we just get like the last day worth of volume, or yeah, spread and everything else. And from that, we can determine, how much of a percentage we need to get the execution or to get the liquidity executed. So this hopefully will be done. I've got to stop giving timelines, but it won't take too long. And just another upgrade that we are currently looking at. What else is there? I think that's the major one. There was honestly heaps, but yeah, it's pretty much just getting everything ready for this launch. But yeah, I think that was it. The leaderboard as well. The leaderboard is the last thing, I guess. That will be live later on. But that would tie in with the referral system. So I don't know if you DeFi Chad, if you want to touch on that a little bit of a teaser.
Yeah, I can give my marketing.
Yeah, go for gold.
So yeah, so I guess in general on the growth side, as well as around positioning and strategy, useful educational.
I think maybe
Can you still hear me or nah?
I think it could
Now
be
it's a
like
bit
when you go over a certain volume barrier, it cuts out or something. I could be wrong.
How about now? Is that if I just keep it at this pitch?
That's
Yeah,
good.
try
Is
that.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I was saying, as well as plans around brand positioning, content strategy, educational bits out there, the main key touchstone side is putting together this referral rewards campaign, which is designed to early active, Callum said earlier. So yeah, I guess in short, we're building a gamified points program, which drives platform usage and building momentum ahead of our major TGE, in which users will earn points for every transaction, referral, the volume that they accrue, and other key metrics, including their social activity. And it will be all gamified with tracking process and various other bits and bobs, like, for example, streak bonuses for loyal users, stuff like that. There'll be a major focus on referrals. So those of you who refer users will get around 20% of all the points generated by the people you bring in. We'll have weekly structured actions, spotlighting trades, strategies you can do through Haiku.
I'd say
And
yeah, it is cutting out a little bit
yeah,
too much, I would say. That's fine. So
sorry about
in
that.
a summary, no stress at all. In summary, yeah, this referral system is designed to one, promote what you can actually do on the platform. Because our agent is unique, it is outcome focused instead of transactional like everybody else. So, you know, what we're seeing today on the data is people are still, you know, swapping, like typing swap Ethereum into USDT, bridge USDT from base to Arbitrum, then add liquidity to this pool. With us, you can forget about that. Think of us like a broker, where you just say, use my ETH and add into the pool, and that is it. So abstracting away all of the steps, but it is sort of a new, well, it is new. Nobody else is doing this, right? Being outcome focused. So we need to train and educate people to go back to that traditional finance way of interacting with a broker, essentially. So this leaderboard and marketing campaign is sort of designed around that. You will be rewarded for volume. You will be rewarded for referrals. It does pay to be first, so I do highly suggest opening up that ticket in Discord so I can add you to the list. But yeah, it is also designed to get a new audience as well. But yeah, DeFi Chad did a very, very good job of identifying the audiences that we should target, people that are already interested in AI, people that have large audiences as well. And there are a few cool little I guess features as well from this leaderboard. Fun little, I guess, games, I can call it, that you will be rewarded with. So yeah, I do like this a lot. And it's a great way to reward real users of the protocol, right? If anyone's been here for a while, you should know me. I don't like just giving airdrops to anybody. And yeah, this is a really good way to reward the early users of the product with some juicy rewards. Quick look at the chat as well. Push after the Callan's mic fundraise. I think we need a new fundraise. Poor DeFi's mic. Right. Yeah. That can be a present for everybody. I get mics for everybody.
We'll put that on the company card. I'm joking.
Yeah.
There is no company card. Not
Well, there
yet.
is. You just don't know about it.
You should send me a picture.
Yeah. Funny thing though, somebody tried to use our company card with a hotel, and it wasn't me. This is like a couple of months ago, and I had to cancel the card. Yeah, maybe it was one of the employees or something like that by mistake. I don't know, but yeah, we do have a company card. But yeah, thanks DeFi Chad on that one. What was next? What do you want to touch on, Sash?
I wanted to touch on the growth side. I mean, I think BD is pretty self-explanatory, but essentially I'm going to be helping to put Haiku's name everywhere. We're gonna try to every platform in Barachain, well, not every, but almost most of the platforms are soon going to say executed by Haiku. Like, we're gonna want to see this widget all over Barachain. So we're also gonna try to make sure that, yeah, everyone also use our infra. We're also gonna make sure that bigger users on Twitter are using the agent themselves. Essentially, we want Haiku and its technology everywhere, because at the same time, although we do have a bunch of competitors, no one is able to execute like multi-chain strategies, multi-token swaps, all these things. So my goal is essentially to make it loud and clear And yeah.
I think we actually did a really good job. I didn't think this. When I came back, she had like this giant list of all these protocols that she's currently reaching out to, all over Chain, a few other chains as well. Um, so really good to see the work so far with that. We had some other good potential partners from Dubai. Honestly, that was probably the most value we got from that was the amount of people that actually wanted to use our API, whether that is the widget, whether it's for Zaps, whether it's for more efficient trades. We do have one already using us with the API. This will be announced probably in a couple of weeks. We're just waiting for the referral code to be up. And then they were going to announce it and share it with their community. But why this one is interesting is they try to create an LLM similar to us, right? User-facing product where their users can prompt, to do A from B. They were having some problems. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, essentially, it is very attractive for different potential partners because our approach is different than everybody else. It allows for far more efficient and far more reliable prompts than anybody today by a long shot. And I think it's going to be very apparent when we go live as well. We also have a partner on the widget side. I don't think I mentioned this last time, but I'll share for you two anyway. There is a pretty big, I won't say major player, but pretty everybody knows them on Berachain, and they will have our widget as well on the website. So they're just giving us a documentation with information about the site. And then their users can interact with any of the smart contracts or learn about Berachain or their platform through our widget, which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, we've probably had about 3 other ones that we're in discussions with for that as well. On the widget
I'm not
side,
the only BD on the team. Callum
yeah,
leads a lot of the BD. Well, he's been leading the BD very well. So it's going to be heavy shoes to fill to do.
Well, I think honestly, it's going to be fantastic. Like, I love talking to all of these potential partners, different ecosystems and protocols. It's really cool. It's one of the things I actually really enjoy because you learn a little bit more, right, as well, and you stay up to date with the latest. However, it's going to be good having half of my time back so I can do other things. So, yeah, definitely happy to hand that one over. But with the widget as well, that will go, yeah, it's not going to be live for a while. We actually do already have, those partnerships ready. But that will go live on the site as soon as our widget is done. It's going to be slightly different than the one on our homepage. So if you want like the holy grail LLM, you'll come to our site. But the other sites, theirs is still going to do pretty much most things. But yeah.
Someone asked if I'm in a Vegas hotel, and I'm not. I'm in New York City. Just
Yeah, the
wanted to
Big
mention
Apple.
that. This is my, yeah, which is also a really good city to live in for BD because most of the crypto projects or head of crypto projects, a lot of them are living here. So it's really cool to meet as many people as possible, not only in Berachain, but in so many of the other foundations. So it's
I
exciting.
swear, half the people I met were from New York. I didn't realize this last time. Last time it was like the French. The French, and then there was a lot of Australians as well. This time it was a little bit more quiet. I was told as well the marketing for other projects. They were saying they've seen their stats drop a lot. But Bitcoin's looking a lot better now. But yeah, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem anyway. Because you look at like Wayfinder, for instance, and they got a massive community. Yes, it was from Kaito and their leaderboard. But there's appetite for the product. So a lot of them doing all the marketing for it, making people understand what they want. And then we're just going to come in and be like, well, we can do it a lot better. So, what is next? So I think, go on.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I wanted to hear more about the raise and the token strategy.
Yes. So the raise was an interesting one. One of the core reasons why I went to Dubai, I would say it was good in some aspects and not as good for others. So what I mean is, for the connections that we already have with investors, and this is just referring to like leads essentially, those were even stronger because we caught up with quite a few. And then, we're having like fourth meetings with some of them now. But in terms of getting new investors, there wasn't too many there. It was actually quite quiet, which is, just the state of the market. But you look at like Wayfinder valuation, what's like 250 mil or something. So I do think once we're live, it's going to be a lot quicker to close this round. The main feedback from them was traction. So previously, it was, does this product work? It's very well established that it does work now. Generally, I tell them their homework, telling these VCs to do homework. I'm like, try out this competitor, try out this one. And they get back to me. They're like, oh yeah, we can see like this shit's all over them. But the thing now is traction. So this is pretty much the last point, which you guys are, doing a good job with, is building up those, I guess, partnerships, getting it out there, and getting data that will confirm people want to use this, it's useful, and then that's pretty much the last thing they're after. They've done a bunch of DD. They've done deep dive into the product, the technology behind it. They're just waiting essentially for distraction. So hopefully, over the next few weeks and so on, we'll start building that up, try and get as many people using this as possible. And then from that, we'll be able to finally close this raise. In terms of the token, so that will be, still waiting for this raise to be complete. I saw someone message about the valuation, what it's going to be. We are not allowed to share that, unfortunately. Plus, it is going to be, it's not set in concrete yet. Reason being is, we don't know what the traction is. If it's similar to like Wayfinder or anyone else, you can see what the valuation is of that today. Obviously, we won't be launching at that price, but it will be higher than, say, what Mosaic was, definitely. So definitely worth the wait. Hopefully that's clear. Do you have any other questions on that one?
Or any other questions in general, if you want to transition to that, unless you had something you wanted to mention, Callum, as well.
What do I want to mention? I don't think so. I know we got a bunch of questions. Maybe we can open up those. If you want to just rattle them away, me and DeFi Chat can jump on in. And if you guys have any questions in the chat as well, feel free to throw them in. I think Patong, Thailand. So Vegas Hotel, yeah. I'm in where am I? I don't even know where I am. I'm in Phuket. No idea where Patong is.
There is another question in the Discord mentioning, I mean, I guess we just kind of touched on it, but someone was asking, is it even desirable to launch a token right now? He just doesn't see a scenario when we launch and doesn't immediately get hit with a dump. I feel like people are very concerned about this, with the bear community right now. Um, what's it called? So yeah, he's getting a bit impatient, and he just knows that there's little point in launching right now. But I mean, like you said, we're not even thinking about that until post raise, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
So I've talked to a few of the investors about this because this is obviously something that they would like to know. Um, I think one of the good things, and I know previously people wanted us to launch straight away. If we did that, and then obviously it would be worth far less. However, you are getting outliers. Um, yeah, I don't want to keep saying the same one, but there are definitely outliers in this industry for our sector. So a lot of this is going to be determined by the traction that we are getting, and I suppose it's one of the important things the VCs are requesting. From that, we can decipher, when it will be. But yeah, simple terms, it will be after the rounds are complete, and then as soon as the markets are looking good, we're going to pounce on it, use the hype. But yeah, it is going to be for the betterment of you guys, the investors, the team, literally everyone. We're all on the same side, right? So whatever's good for all of us, we'll be doing, and obviously we'll be monitoring all the other launches, learning from that, and yeah, making sure that all of our models say is the right time to launch.
I mean,
Hit
that's
me.
all I have on my side. But if anyone else has any questions, please feel free to answer. I'm checking the call chat and also the
Yeah,
someone said there were many questions. Number
there
5.
was in the
Someone was
Discord.
asking before. Sorry.
I was going to say, I sent that link in Discord. I think there was like a whole sheet or something full of them.
I'm looking at community call number 5.
Yeah, isn't there like 7 things in there?
Yeah, we see. I mean, where was the last time you guys had a community call?
Well, this
Someone
is
asked about
Community
the
Call
fund.
5, so I think all of them will need to answer.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, someone's asking, wouldn't it be a good idea to have an extra account just like other protocols do that post bullish content about Haiku without it coming from the main one? What do you think
Like the
about what
intern.
maybe DeFi Chad has an answer to that.
I
If
think you're
DeFi
muted, by the
Chat
way.
Chad's okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
I think it's pretty windy. So, but
You're
yeah,
actually
can you
really
recap
good
that?
right now.
Good. Okay. Can you recap the question? Sorry.
The question was, would it be a good idea to have an extra account just like other protocols do that post bullish
Intern.
content
Yeah.
about Haiku without it coming from the main account? Some like with a Peapod
Yeah.
intern, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I would argue that's a fundamental part of crypto marketing. So yeah, definitely worth doing that. For sure. I mean, it could be myself account set up, and yeah, it's a good idea.
And then someone's asking, what is with fundraising, are we trying to get a certain number or are we doing it for a certain time? But we touched on that mostly in the call, I believe. But I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to add to that, Callum.
Yeah, I guess the only thing is not necessarily for time. I mean, it is for the launch of the token. It's more important to make sure that whoever we partner with is the investors that we want long term as well. Not just choosing anybody. We're pretty much going for the best of the best, and some of these ones that are interested are the best of the best. So I think, yeah, as I mentioned before, once we are live, I think that's the final piece to close, hopefully, one of those top prospects.
Great. Someone asked, just want to hear your opinion on Hey Anon and how Haiku takes up to it.
Good question. See, it's good when somebody else asks me about a competitor. It gives me the opportunity to pounce on it. So I don't think I talked to you guys, the public, about this yet. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm repeating myself. But I did some test just before Dubai. Those tests was me. It was literally one prompt. It was moving stablecoins from base, excuse me, into an ETH Honey LP on Bearer chain. I believe it was that one. It could have been another LP from another chain. But regardless, what that involved was moving two stablecoins, USDT and USDC, from one chain to another chain, and then multiple swaps, and then adding the liquidity. So we can do that in one prompt. And from the time I started typing, it was literally like 28 seconds. And then for Hey Anon, yeah, I don't want to shit on people, but this is data proof, backed. So yeah, for them, it was essentially 7 transactions, and yeah, you can't add liquidity, even though you said you could, and you can't bridge with multiple tokens at the same time. In saying that, and it took 6 minutes 30. In saying that, I have to give them props because they are currently the best standard, in my opinion, out of every single other competitor. They are ones that actually work. I deep dived into every single one that I could find, and literally none of them work. And the reason being is they're all relying on a language-based model, an LLM to discern the best routing, while we have a different approach. Yeah, essentially we quantitatively, mathematically solve the best routing, and that's all I can share with that.
What a respectful way to say that we're the best.
Was it? I don't know if it was. Hopefully it was. But honestly, yeah, Hey Anon is the second best in my opinion. So
what's it called? Someone's asking, it would be great to get some usage statistics on Haiku Trade. The fundraising is complete, so what market conditions are we waiting for it to launch? Will the HKU market cap launch be higher than Mosaic? Yes or no? Can you shed some light on the launch timing? Again, we touched on that. Just wanted to address it. If the
yeah,
100% is released in, let's say, let's say 6 months, the bull market, if any, will likely come into its end.
I think was there one question in there that we didn't answer, or was it all
No,
of them?
I think we covered
Yeah.
most of that. Just wanted
Okay.
to. And then someone said, please tell me law enforcement figured out how to create a Solana wallet by now.
Dear, you know they're watching us right now, so they're probably tracking you. But we, I actually have the email up right now. Let me let me have. Oh, actually, because my laptop crashed, I don't have it up anymore. I was going to read a little bit for you guys. Unfortunately, that is not the case. In summary, yeah. So the problem, right, guys, was there were some assets on Solana. One of the agencies isn't set up for Solana. It's not just technical, there are like legal things as well. In short, it shouldn't be long. But I do have news with the second batch as well. The second batch is, I don't want to say times, but it literally just progressed to the next step 4 days ago. There are still multiple steps. I would say 2 more steps. So it's going to be months still on the second batch. However, it did literally just progress to the next step 4 days ago, which is good. There's getting some progress. It's, what did I say? They said they just they're not set up legally with some of the tokens, essentially. So there's a few hurdles and stuff they got to jump through, which is why it's taking a bit longer. But hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys will begin that first batch not too far away anyway. But yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay. Good answer. And then I guess I'm gonna ask about the funds. I think we touched on that. When are vaults planned to be released?
Good question. So we're gonna rebrand that. What do you think, DeFi Chad? Instead of vaults, just do autonomous agents?
I think it needs some thought. Need to brainstorm that, I think.
Yeah. Sick. I'm like the worst when it comes to naming things. So I'm really glad that I have both of you to help me out there.
It does take a little time.
We were brainstorming. Weren't we brainstorming the other day?
Yeah, we're
DeFi
thinking
Chat?
about swapping intents for word, because that's used in various different contexts now.
Yeah.
Especially difficult to place, but kind of a technical word. So sort of what we go with there is directive, declarative, manifest. We've got loads of random ones and decide if it's worth it.
Maybe we should create that list and then share it with the community and see what they think as well.
Yeah.
See if there's a standout.
Good idea.
We can vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also, sorry, did you want to say something? Someone asked a good question. They said, can you shed some light on the performance of the Bera ecosystem? You guys kind of committed yourself fully to Bera. There was quite some hype around it, but it seems to be drying up a bit. What are your thoughts on this?
So I think they are doing a good job still. I think people don't know what is happening behind the scenes and the next steps. I can assure you they're working very, very hard. I personally think that they are missing that one app. For instance, like Hyperliquid, or the shiny new object, right? Solana had one, Hyperliquid had one. Berachain is missing that. Hopefully that is us. But yeah, there's still massive TVL. Still the teams. One thing I'll mention is all of the teams, even throughout, this, call it bear market or downturn, right? Nobody from any other ecosystem, in my opinion, is still pushing out and working as hard. Could be wrong because I don't really keep up to date with too many other chains too much now. But from my personal experience is they're not stopping. They're working their asses off, and they have one of the best communities or ecosystems, in my opinion, without a doubt still. Typically, these layer ones or layer twos, it does take a while for them to have their cycle. Obviously, people get excited due to the price. Um, even if the technology is like exactly the same, right? So I think, yeah, typically it does take a while, like 3 months or whatever else after a launch, after the dumping and then sideways, and then you actually get the sustainable trend. So still very bullish. Still, yeah, the team's exactly the same. The vision is still one that I align with. But also with us, I know people have asked, what chains we're going to be on, because that's something they want us to be exposed to the other chains. But yeah, we are going to be on 6 different chains on launch. All the major ones just added a shit ton of new tokens on ETH and Base. So yeah, it's not like we are all in on Berachain, and if Berachain has not enough volume to sustain what we want, there are options as well that we'll get volume from any chain. And to be honest, look at like all of those other competitors with the LLM, with the agents, they are siloed to typically one chain. There's, I don't know, 2 or 3 that have bridging. But yeah, all I say is when we go live, try out them and then try out us. And then I think it'll be clear. But anyway, enough of that.
I love that. Great answer. And then someone just asked, what are the Bera baddies? Is this something that Bera holders sit for while also holding Bera? Ooh, good question. Um, well, I'm a personal member of the Bera Baddies community, and I would say think of it as a bridge from Web 2 and getting people's feet wet with Web 3. We're a community of just women, and they're few and far between in the crypto community, I would say, compared to men. So I think it's a very supportive environment. It's actually through the Bara Baddies that I was connected um, to Callum here. So that was a really great blessing. Yes, I think some people might not agree with the marketing style, but I feel like it grabs the right attention, and we've gotten so many women interested in crypto through the Bara Bodies. So it's a great community in my opinion. It's very young, it's ever evolving. Where I'm actually helping host an event in New York come summer for the Bara Bodies and for all the beautiful merch that gets people involved. I'll wear my Bara Bodies merch on the street and people ask me all about it. And then I go down a huge rabbit hole of what we are and then how I'm in crypto. So yeah.
I was about to put on my Bearer Baddies
Right,
wristbands,
so
but
you
they're
were
in the
looking
other
for that.
room.
I was like,
Yeah.
what merch is he looking for?
Say again, sorry.
Right. I was thinking like what merch is he looking for? I saw you looking around. Um,
Oh, yeah,
but
my Bearer Baddies wrist thing. But yeah, in the other room. I think I look fabulous with it, to be honest. Collecting them, I think I got like 5 now, which is good.
nice.
But yeah, great community. Tried to sign up, I wasn't allowed. No.
Oh boy.
um, but yeah, I had a really good time on that podcast the other week as well, and meeting them in person as well. So really great people, and definitely needed as well. I've seen other blockchains are copying now. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah. I mean that was expected, but it's
Yeah.
just it won't be the same. Like I hate to brag, but I know that for a fact it won't be the same. Like the girls, many of them, like Bara Baddies is their full-time project. And I don't know if you guys seen the events that they've thrown in Dubai or in other like, in Denver as well. They're just very interactive, and not only are they very just cool and fun and you get to connect with many women, but um they're very educational as well. So I really appreciate that about them. They really put their best foot forward, and I'm happy to be a bear baddie.
Do we have any
But yeah,
girls
those
in
were
the chat?
sorry?
Do we have any girls in the chat? Ladies?
Please.
I'm not too sure. I should look at the analytics for
I don't.
that. But yeah, I know
Someone said
the.
AA. Some pushed a button, said AA Anonymous Alcoholics, AAA Anonymous Agent Alcoholics. We'll definitely put that into consideration. I think those are great names that we can somehow implement.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
trying not to drink. Oh, well, this is perfect actually. So,
that's great.
but yeah,
It's actually good.
beautiful.
I told myself no drinking Monday through Friday during the days, and then Friday evening that rule changes.
Well,
But during the week,
yeah, now that I'm in Thailand, I'm really trying to focus on my health again. I've been to the gym once. It was actually in Dubai the last week over the last year. Um, yeah, people are calling me fat, like a
oh,
dad bod.
that's bad. But it's good to have routine. I'm always telling people it's just super good to keep fit. I'm trying to stay consistent myself, so that's good. You're gonna be in your White Lotus recentering era. Or
My White Lotus, is that
have you seen
like?
the show?
No, never. I don't watch TV or anything.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no, me
boring.
neither. Um, no, I
That
don't have time
explains
for
why you're
that.
in Thailand, then, I
Um,
guess. That's a hot spot for like rehab centers.
Yeah,
the third season
yeah.
of The White Lotus was
Say again, Sash.
the third season of The White Lotus was filmed in Thailand. It's a really cool show, and they always and Thailand is also just known to be full of wellness and
So it's like a
recentering.
documentary style sort of thing.
No, it is
Ah,
Mike White, I believe, the director. He has produced an amazing show. It's a fictional show. Each season there's usually a death, and you're trying to find out the whole season, like who did it. It's very well, and they film them in different locations. The first one was in Hawaii, second one took place in Italy, third one now in and someone's trying to call me. Third one in Thailand. So it's a really cool and well-produced show in my opinion.
my wife sometimes listens to CC with me. Hello, Jaboba wife. Thank you for joining. Hope you check out the Berra Baddies as well. Hello, Hitch. You know what I did? I applied to go on Survivor, the TV show. And then they were like, yeah, they wanted me to give more information, but then I realized I'm far too busy. I can't leave. So yeah, I
I
just
don't have
stopped.
time to survive.
Yeah. I want to do it next time. I was watching it with, I literally, because I never watched TV, I watched it once with a mate over dinner. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to go on it. I can do this. But yeah, one for later on.
Bro discovered a TV show and thought, I have to prove myself now.
Yeah, I'm very competitive. Mm.
That's good.
But yeah, I know we're running over a little bit now. Is there any other questions? If you guys want to throw any in the chat, feel free over the next minute. But yeah, was there any more in the Discord there?
I think I definitely I
Good.
addressed all the questions in the Discord community call,
Lovely.
and then yeah.
Oh, well, hopefully it wasn't too chaotic, this one. I think it was okay. Um, but yeah, I know next time as well, we're going to try and make it a little bit more interactive and fun and gamified and whatever else. But get excited, guys. The time is finally upon us. Last time, highly suggest everybody here open up a ticket in Discord, say I sent you, and I'll give you the first referral codes to the platform. obviously you share yours with others, you get points when they, use our product essentially. The more points you get, the more bonus you get. Okay. Great show. Good to hear, Push. Hopefully it's a lot less boring than me just yapping on. We have
No.
4 in Discord, not in the chat. Another bear baddie. Okay, lovely. It could have been all of my my networking in person in Dubai. No.
We love a good Varabati.
Hell yeah. They're going to be one of the first as well, because we are going to be giving referral codes to different ecosystems. Cami and a few others were looking for referral codes. So the Barabaddies will be one of the first to use our platform as well, which is pretty cool. But anyway, all right. I think we can wrap it up there. Thank you both for joining me. It was a lot more fun than typically for me, so that's good. But yeah, now we have a good CC, not boring. Oh, Vasco, mate. Oh, no.
Damn, he said.
Yeah, can't sleep tonight. Yeah, dope.
Wow.
Well, good to hear.
I'm flattered.
Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you all for joining. And thank you as well, community. And we'll talk to you guys later and have a good week. Bye-bye.